I was running, I called it living in the rat race, and I thought I was winning, but I could not get out of the fast lane. I was bone dry, mud in your eye, crossed my heart and hoped to die. But something took me by surprise, and now I'm Mr. Come On Over, Mr. Small Town Parade on the 4th of July, trading my Ferrari for a farmer's sand and doing the best I can. I wanna be a Mayberry man. I was big city, Hollywood and Vine, trying so hard to have me a good time. But every party started looking the same. Goodbyes, bloodshot eyes, blinded by the sunrise, and something took me by surprise. And now I'm Mr. Come On Over, saying, how do you do? May I have this dance? I love walking and talking and holding your hand. Now I understand. I wanna be your Mayberry man. Oh, Mayberry man. Now I'm Mr. in the moment, Mr. Country Church with a gospel choir. I'm saying, yes sir, yes ma'am, canceling all my plans, so I can be there to lend a hand. I think I finally understand. I'm a Mayberry man.
I guarantee this, if you love the Andy Griffith Show, you're going to love Mayberry Man.
Hey,
Hello, everyone.
to another live Mayberry Man, the series live. Stark, you had a busy day today. We're going to talk about that, but it's really all about going to Hollywood, which is the title of tonight's episode. So we're still hard at work, right, Stark?
Oh yeah, we've got a lot of loose ends as usual before production.
So you are out scouting a location or a studio, really, which we have a little bit of video to show of that. I think that'll get people excited about what we're working on. But before we do that, I wanted to share a little more behind the scenes footage from the production we've been doing already. But for those of you who don't know, we've already started production on Mayberry Man, the series. Probably shot about half of it. We did that in Indiana and North Carolina. And now we're kind of gearing up for the next phase of production, which will be in November in Los Angeles. So let me show this little behind the scenes video, and it's a short one, but it's fun.
Behind the scenes action. Hey, this is Rick Roberts as Barney Fife as Santa Claus. Who says I don't have a little depth in my acting? kids see the size of these chimneys today?
So glad they called me tonight for this epic scene, which I can't disclose yet, per my contract.
What are we waiting on? Let's go! Clear the road!
Ready for your interview now?
No.
It's 7 a.m. We've been here for 7 hours.
Citizens of Mayberry.
Mayberry man, this is good. This is good.
Don't take anyone in nickels. That's a good one.
All right, a little more
Oh, it
tidbit.
brings back memories.
So long ago. Well, let's bring on our guest. We have a guest here. Let's bring him on. Let's see who we got. Hey, it's Floyd.
Oh, hey, well,
What a surprise I'm on here.
Pat.
I should have worn my hat.
Yeah, I know.
We're the Mayberry Man softball team.
That's right.
So that probably seems like a long time ago for you too, Alan, right? Because you had Mayberry days in between.
I did. It was a lot of fun to see, though, because those are you don't get to see those shots when you're actually on the other side of the camera. So it's kind of fun to see them and see how they turned out and what they look like. That's really neat.
Well, and Stark, you've been kind of piecing together a couple of the scenes, right? Any surprises? Good surprises?
No, it's looking really good. I can't, my job isn't necessarily to edit it. We have an editor to do that, but I have all the footage and, I can't help myself. It's like Christmas morning and the packages are sitting there and I just have to dive into a scene and then I get lost in it and I'm up at 2:00 in the morning, but they are looking good. Each scene that I edit makes me want to edit another one. But hopefully our editor will come on board soon and start going through the heavy lifting stuff.
Yep. So, Alan, your flight is booked for Los Angeles.
I saw that. So I'm heading to Nashville and then to Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Floyd's always got to get in Nashville.
November is really a pretty month in California, so I'm looking forward to shooting in November.
Well, we'll talk about the schedule a little bit, but I'm excited because it's on home turf. That's where I produced for 25 years or more, and so it's going to be good to be back there on home turf, home team, and some of the locations where we've shot before. So let's show the scouting video. You were at Santa Clarita Studios, where I shot many shows over the years, and so it's a short little video, but let's take a look.
Here I am at the Santa Clarita Studios. We're doing some scouting for Mayberry Man series. We're looking at a spot over here to use as the Mayberry Township. I'm not sure how many of you realize, but we lost our location in Danville, so we have come to the studio, and this looks like it might be our township. Here we have the makings of the Mayberry Township before. We'll get you guys an after photo once we dress the set, and you'll see all the movie magic.
So I love that studio, and it's developed a lot. Like a lot of that backlot stuff really wasn't there when I was there a lot. But kind of the first big show they did there was Melrose Place, and then production has exploded in the Santa Clarita area since then. So you enjoyed the tour, right?
CSI, and now they're shooting SWAT there. Just a lot of shows. There's probably 5, 6, 7 shows going on at one time there. And I had to sort of fantasize a little bit. We walked through where the one of the office sets that you saw in the video was the mayor's office. And it's up in the sort of the writer's room building. So you've got all the staff writers for all these shows scratching their heads in their office, trying to come up with stuff. And I just couldn't help but to fantasize about season 2 having our own office space at the Santa Clarita studio. Because if the township is there, that's like, the anchor to the series.
Yeah.
And the mayor comes back. I might have to write the mayor in season 2, but it could be kind of a cool thing, but it's also really expensive. So it's a pipe dream, but you never know.
But they have huge sound stages there. And I remember when we would go in and we'd shoot something short term, but they would have other productions going on. I don't know if you ever saw the show Carnival. I walked into a sound stage and it was the entire carnival. They had dirt on the entire floor of the stage. It was like you were outside at a carnival. Another one, there was just offices, like an entire office set, like multiple offices, and so that's what they do. They go set up shop inside a big stage, and so we could create all our little sets in one spot. So Alan, you're going to be there, because that's the plan, is to hang out on set, on the studio. You're going to be going to the lot.
Yeah, that'll be different, because everything we've done has been in the location of some kind.
Yeah.
So I haven't been anything like that.
So I don't know if we'll have a golf cart for you or anything like that, but
well, he has lots of them there. He said we could use. So
okay, he's going to throw them into the deal. Well, Mike, who runs the studio, is just really generous, and he's going to cut us a great deal so to make this doable on our budget. So we're very grateful to Mike over at Santa Clarita Studios. So let's talk about the township a little bit, because we were talking about building a set, like just going into an empty stage and building a small set. Stark kind of had a concept. Let me find that image real quick. So talk to me about this, the concept originally for the township, Stark.
Well, the concept for the township is to make it feel like the courtroom in the Andy Griffith Show. So it has a familiar small town feel. Even the layout, I kind of wanted to be similar with where the door is and where the desk is, and where Rick Roberts would sit as Alan, or as what's his name? Warren. I forgot his name.
You familiar with the show?
Yeah, a little bit. So anyway, that was the original idea, and now that we have a location.
Well, let's go to the rendering, because you did a great rendering of what it might look like.
That's close to what it might look like. Just that, it's just a small office with a window and a door, and it just should have a very Andy Griffith Show feel to it. I don't know what else I could say about that,
but in that space, it actually has, it almost feels a little bit more like the township that we were going to use in Danville, which was Floyd's barbershop in the movie, because it has sort of the angled glass and all that. So I think
we have to put up some fake walls and stuff, but it'll be controlled. It'll be quiet, hopefully.
Yeah.
And it should be a nice set. We have a new production designer coming on board, right? I think, Court.
Yep. So yeah, so I mean, on the first leg of production, travel killed us. It was we couldn't really find the crew we needed in Indiana or North Carolina, where Mount Airy is. It's really not a production hub. So I mean, all the travel and lodging and all that stuff was quite expensive. And so this time we're going with all local crew in LA. Obviously, that's where you can find them. And we have lots of relationships with people that we've worked with over the years. So we're excited again to be on home turf, with our best team. So I wanted to share some of this because I think I'm excited. I'm excited about it. We're going to be doing Hollywood style production, and I would like to invite people to join us. It's not too late. We still have some roles available because some of those scenes that were supposed to get shot in Indiana have been now moved to California. So we've got some speaking parts available. We've got lots of scenes involving extras. And if you've been thinking about taking a vacation to California and doing all things Mayberry,
and driving onto a movie set and playing that role for a couple of days, that'd be pretty fun.
Yeah. So one of the things I was thinking about is, so at the end, the way the schedule lays out, it's probably the first couple days, probably November 10th, 11th. We'll be doing some things where we're introducing some new characters. I don't know, Stark, if you want to get into any of these new characters, but I'm talking about at Kate's apartment and maybe the community theater scenes. Do you want to talk about any of those new
I can
characters?
talk a little bit about it. I mean, Kate moves into her new apartment in LA, and she's got a couple roommates who happen to be actors trying to get into the business. And so they're always outside running lines with each other. And there's some comedy there, I hope. And so that's a set we go to a lot as well.
Yeah.
And then the community theater is when they invite her to come watch them rehearse, and they have an acting class, and so she comes and watches them at their acting class, and the acting teacher is George Lindsay Jr. So that should be a hoot to see him be an acting teacher.
So we can certainly
characters.
So there's certainly opportunities for some extras and things like that in the workshop, the acting workshop, right? So if someone was going to come out, they could participate possibly behind the scenes there.
We'll need at least 4 people to do that. And so a couple of them even have dialogue. They're actually running a scene while George is doing his acting coach business. So, I mean, and it's kind of like this over the top Shakespearean dramatic play that they're putting on. And then George will come in and I like what you're doing there, but when you think about the, he's gonna I told him gave him some research and said, just be like this and we'll be just fine.
Oh, I'm
so
sure
that could be a fun scene.
That'll be a hoot, I'm sure. So then, like the next week, like the November 14th to the 18th, we just got a lot of the Chris Stone and Kate Los Angeles relationship stuff, and then some other stuff with Chris Stone interacting with. Again, I don't know if you want to talk about the characters. He's got a couple of key characters he interacts with. You want to get into that, Stark?
No, I think you're talking about Stanley and Greg.
I'm talking about Greg mainly, the idea of, I don't know if you want to talk about why he connects with Greg, but we do see Greg Shell again.
Let's connect up with Greg. Let's just leave it at that. And Greg's got a little more to do this time around. I took the funny moments from the first movie and, exploited them a bit. So Greg's got more to do. If we can afford to have Chris Hudson out, we'll bring him out. We're still not sure where we're at with the budget. But, Chris, the other documentarian, may make an appearance. Also trying to get Bo Pierce out because he's got a little cameo in Hollywood, which could be very funny, but it's expensive to bring someone out for a 4-second joke. That's the problem. So it's funny. It'd be great to have them, but we're just not sure yet where we're at financially.
But if they happen to be vacationing in LA, we'll certainly have them on the show.
Yeah.
And then the tail end of the schedule is that township stuff. A couple of full days shooting all those scenes with Rick and Alan and Kate and Shane and some townspeople. So it's
well, don't forget we go to the beach too with Chris and his surfing buddy Dennis.
That's right. Yeah,
I'm going to do some location scouting tomorrow. It's a tough job, but somebody's got to do it. But I do really have Greg Shell and I are going to go to the beach tomorrow, and I'm going to shoot some stuff and look at a couple locations, try to nail down that. But that's going to be my favorite day, of course, because I like surfing, and I'm probably even going to operate sitting on a longboard out in the water. So we're going to see if I can make that believable and work. So that should be fun. I mean, the good thing about the movie, the series, and also the bad thing about the series is that it goes everywhere and there's all kinds of fun stuff, but fun stuff costs money, unfortunately. And I didn't want to write the script to a budget. I just wanted to write the script and make it as great as I could. And then, pare it back if we didn't have the money to do it. But it is pretty ambitious as far as all of the different locations, all of the different storylines. Not a simple, production killing everybody with I keep saying I'm never writing it like this again. But until I start doing season 2, and it's the same thing. So,
Well, you got a cruise coming up too, Alan, right? You're going to go on the cruise too?
I do. We got the Mayberry cruise coming up at the end of October. So yeah.
Don't fall off the ship. We need you. We need you in LA.
I'll try real hard not to. Yes.
So again, we actually had some new people come on board with like contributions, a featured extra, and a couple of actor role levels. So it's not too late for you to get involved. We still got plenty of room for folks if you're thinking about it and you saw kind of what we've been doing, and then now we're kind of really stepping it up. I think the LA experience will be really exciting. Although if you travel there, it's not cheap to travel and stay there, but we're actually paying Alan's travel this time. It's a little different than the movie experience. So
yeah, they got some great flights for me. There's a flight coming home. It leaves at 5:10 a.m. from LAX.
Well, hey,
you don't have to be there at 3. That's not a problem.
Not complaining. I'm just like,
well, what you're leaving out is it's on the day before Thanksgiving.
It is on the day before Thanksgiving. That's true.
So you may not be flying.
I may just be staying at the airport. I don't know.
That might be the only flight that comes out that day.
Just give me a call. I'll come pick you up, and you can stay at my house.
Hey, I'm flying out the same day, and
well, you can't
it's not at 5 a.m. So I may be at Stark's for Thanksgiving.
That could be kind of fun. And a Mayberry Man Thanksgiving. My wife will love it.
Yeah, I bet she would.
And then, that's what we got. I think that was some fun stuff. As things are developing, we'll continue to share it.
Camera looks a little dirty there.
Yeah.
Is that better? A little better.
Oh yeah. And then I've been threatening for a long time to send out the shooting scripts from Lost in Space and Mountain Wedding. We're finally going to get to that this week. And so if you haven't gotten yours yet, no worries. Again, this is for anybody who contributes to the campaign, Indiegogo campaign. You'll get a PDF emailed to you. Some people already got their copy of Lost in Space, but then we decided to open this up to everybody. And so anybody that contributes through our Indiegogo, mayberryman.com, you'll get an electronic copy of our father's, Hoke Howell's, scripts from when he was on the Andy Griffith Show with the Mountain Wedding script with all his notes in it and everything. And then also an episode of Lost in Space that he was in. So I'm going on the record saying we're going to get it out this week. So, but once we do that, it's all bets are off. It's only till we send them out. All right, guys, anything else you want to add?
No, hey, we the fans out here. I mean, I know I'm in this series and in the movie, but I'm a huge fan of all these Mayberry things, and I want to thank you guys. Really, and not trying to brown nose or anything here.
You've already got the trip paid for.
I know it's so it's not brown nose in here, but you guys, we do appreciate all the hard work you do. We realize this is a lot of work and just trying to put all these kind of things together. And you're doing it for the fans too. You did this so that Hollywood would let you make, or you'd be able to make the movie you wanted to make without the interference. And same with the series. So we appreciate everything you guys have been doing.
Did you want to say anything about the distribution?
Cool. Yeah, there's no harm in doing that. So we've been working with our distributor, delivering the film and getting them all the little technical stuff that they needed. And so we do have a release date for Mayberry Man, the movie, and that'll be the first of the year. So January 1st. We will be going live on PureFlix. So that's a subscription-based platform. So if you subscribe to PureFlix, it's basically faith and family-friendly content. So that's a great platform. If you don't have it, you might want to check it out. But that happens on January 1st. And then January 2nd, it'll be a bunch of other places on demand, whether iTunes, Google Play, it'll be available on DVD, although you can get it on DVD right now from weaversdepartmentstore.com. Yep, and then further down the road, it'll start showing up on some free platforms. But at least 6 months, it'll be still you got to pay for it. But yeah, we're excited about that PureFlix picked it up, and it'll be on a lot more platforms. It's still on Amazon Prime for rent or purchase, but this will get it out there to a lot more people, and we're excited to just keep growing the audience.
And the marketing team at our distributor is really behind it. They believe in it, so they're going to be able to do much more than we could have possibly done. We're looking forward to, I'm holding Rick to it, another appearance on Huckabee, which will help us a lot. And they were really excited about that because they can market that to a wide range of people. So I did ask Rick, I said, what are the chances of us getting on Huckabee? And he goes, 100%. So I'm holding them to that 100%.
Yeah.
There's no margin for error with 100%. It's 100%.
Well, here's something else that they said. They already got a request for an international market. And so they said they need what's called a dialogue script. Essentially, it's a transcript, but it's formatted a certain way. I've been getting that. I sent that to them today. And so I didn't ask yet what territory or what country. So I'm kind of curious what language Floyd might be speaking soon. And how that might
We
play
may be
out.
like Jerry Lewis. We may be hits in France. I don't know.
That's right. Yeah, like Hasselhoff. We'd be huge in Germany.
Germany, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
What's
and
our
then-
country going to be? You know.
what's
I
that?
don't know, but I've told this story before. The first person who ever recognized me as Floyd was a fellow from India that worked at a gas station here in Huntsville. I went walking in there and paid for my gas, and he goes, "Don't I know you?" And I went, "I don't think so." Floyd, right? Floyd.
Wow.
How do you know about the Andy Griffith Show? He said he learned to speak English watching Andy
Oh,
Griffith.
wow.
Wow. I don't know if that's such a great
That's what he
way to
said.
learn.
India's got a lot of people in it. Like, I wouldn't mind that being popular in India.
That would be good.
Well, and then the first week of November is American Film Market in Los Angeles, which is a huge marketplace for international distribution. So our distributor will be there. They'll be pitching Mayberry Man to international distributors all over. So that's part of what they're doing, is trying to get it worldwide.
Why isn't Floyd making an appearance there?
Maybe he should. I think he's going to be just getting back from a cruise.
Can we clone you, Alan, at all?
I don't know. Yeah.
I'll do my best, Floyd. I'll show up. Yeah. I've been watching Alan long enough. Maybe I could pull it off.
Yeah, it's not that hard. You just gotta do that. That's right.
No, thanks. I'm not doing a battle of the Floyds with you right next to me. It's not happening.
All right, folks. Well, thank you for joining us tonight. Alan, thanks for tuning in. And, we'll keep going. We'll keep updating. And MayberryManSeries.com is a website that will start updating with more details on the schedule. And if you're going to participate, you can keep an eye on that. And we just appreciate the support. We appreciate everyone's help getting us through that first leg of production. And, we're gearing up for round 2. So, and we could certainly still use your help. I mean, we definitely have additional expenses. We did not plan on flying Floyd to LA. Let's just put it out there. So
Send the kid to camp. That's our campaign. He's a big kid.
We're gonna be selling donuts at the barbershop to raise money.
See if we can team up with the Girl Scouts or something.
we should. All right, guys. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.
Bye.